All right. The second movie I want to talk about, also 8 of 13 stars, is Grease 2. Are you done panicking? I know a lot of people pan this movie because it's not Grease 1. Grease, the very first movie, was epic. It was great, you know. It really was. But you got to understand, like, Grease 2 is a whole different movie. All right, it's its own thing. And so my question is, what happened to the T-Birds? What happened to them? Look, there's this weird sort of relationship between the T-Birds and the Pink Ladies I don't understand. All right, the T-Birds and the Pink Ladies apparently, you know, are only allowed to date each other, which is a weird rule to have. I know the 50s were weird, but were they really that weird? And so, but at the end of the year, you know, John Travolta and all his buddies, they pass off the T-Birds gang or whatever it is to like the juniors that are going to be seniors the following year, and the Pink Ladies pick is like, oh, like, who do you like? And so they got to figure out who likes who and who are the cool enough to wear a T-Birds jacket and all that. And then they like pass it down to the next generation of T-Birds and Pink Ladies. All right. Now, here's the thing. The juniors coming up after the class of Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, God rest her soul. All right. That class, all right, they were the juniors, and they're apparently like bowling. That's what they were into. The junior class that year was into bowling and participating in the talent shows. You know, luau's. You're gonna come out of a luau with a cigarette in your mouth and a switchblade comb, comb your pompadour, thinking you're cool with a lei around your neck. I don't know what happened to the T-Birds, you know? And the whole like conflict in the movie is this dude, Michael, trying to get with Michelle Pfeiffer, and who can blame him? Because she, in that movie, is sexy as hell. But I mean, it's, you know, he's trying to get with her, but he's not a T-Bird, right? And he figures, oh, I got to get a motorcycle. I got to learn motorcycles, except with a British accent. Oh, I got to learn motorcycles. You know, and so he learns the motorcycles and everything, learns how to ride, and becomes the cool rider that she directly told him she was looking for. And everyone's like, who's that guy? And it's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He asked you out like repeatedly, and then finally you burst into this impromptu song about how you want a cool rider. You start going off on this song. You know, and you're so caught up in the song that even after you tell him straight up, I'm looking for a cool rider, that you leave him, and he goes to look for motorcycles, and you keep singing the song. You find some empty warehouse with a giant step ladder and climb up on that and suggestively ride it. Because you want to see OOL, a cool rider. That's probably the best song in the movie. But my point is that then, you know, the cool rider shows up and everyone's like, who is that? Who could it possibly be? Who have we been giving all this money to write our book reports for us? And it's funny. It's like all these exchange students back in movies, like in the late 70s, early 80s, were always super smart, you know? Even if they're from England. And so, I mean, it's, I think it's, you know, it's really its own movie. A lot of the songs it's way more suggestive than the first Grease. And the songs are mediocre at times. There's a couple of good tunes. I mean, Let's Bowl is good, but is that T-Bird cool? I don't know. You know, what the Pink Ladies do, the Girl for All Seasons, you know, they really brought it to the ball that time, and then Michelle Pfeiffer's ruins it with their weird impromptu solo. Apparently that's a thing of hers. She'll just launch into some solo that nobody's, you know, thinking of. And she's like, that's not even the same key, Michelle. Or what was her name in that? Stephanie. It's not even the same key, Stephanie. But here's the interesting thing. Is like, if you wanted to make Grease 2 even cooler, you actually kill Michael. Spoiler alert, I know. You actually kill Michael at the end of the movie. But then he makes a deal with the devil, and his head, like, bursts into flames, you know, and he's the coolest rider ever, you know. And so, and you change the movie, you call it like Grease 2 / Ghost Rider #0, and it could be like Ghost Rider origin story, you know. And he comes with the flaming head, riding through the luau with his demonic motorcycle and his chain, you know, just whipping the hell out of these T-birds. And it's like, you don't deserve to wear that jacket. And I think the funniest moment in the movie is right at the end when the leader of the T-birds, I forget the guy's name. They're so irrelevant. And so they find out it's Michael being this cool rider who's a badass and stuff like that. And he wants to date a pink lady, so they got to make him a T-bird. And he just yells, jacket. And literally some guy from the props department off camera says, one T-bird jacket. And throws it to him so he can give it to Michael and let him be a part of the T-birds. But I think my idea for Ghost Rider #0 is really could push Grease 2 to like 11 of 13 stars, maybe 12 of 13 stars. But here it is. But as it is now, it's only 8 of 13 stars. So I just wanted to talk about that. I might clip that. I remembered way too much of that song.